guys, today we have a vlog for you. We just are doing some chill stuff, developing a couple rolls of film, shooting some film. We're gonna show you guys how we developed black and white with the Cinestill kit and C41. A couple of those rolls will be from a shoot I did last week, so that's exciting. I'll put a couple pictures of that in here as well.
And we went out today and finished a couple more rolls. I finished an expired 800 that expired in 2000, but it was frozen stored. We'll see how it turns out. I'm crossing my fingers that it will come out. Both of our color rolls are Fuji 160 NS.
Which we've never shot before.
Yeah, they don't sell it in the States. Someone up in Carlsbad was selling it, so we ended up buying it off him, which was fortunate. Because most of the time you have to buy it across seas.
The only place where it's still in production is Japan,
Yep.
so it's pretty rare to get around here. So we were lucky to come across that.
Right now we're heating up the C41 chemicals to get them up to temp so that we can begin the developing process.
So we hope you guys enjoy the vlog.
And remember, go vote.
Yeah. This is what the room looks like painted, you guys. But since it is still drying, we can't work in here today. Today we're going to be developing in the bathroom some black and white film from a shoot I did last week. So we need 500 milliliters for one roll of 120 black and white with Cinestill's Monobath.
First thing you want to do is temp it. Okay, so it's showing 75 degrees. 75 degrees is going to be intermittent agitation for 4 minutes.
I'm developing T-Max 100 today, so that's slightly different than all the rest of the films on the list.
Because it's T grain, so we got to do it double the time. So we're doing it twice as long. So normally it would be 4 minutes, we're going to do it for 8 minutes. Right here it says how to do it. So 75 degrees intermittent, we go to intermittent, which is 30 seconds agitation, then 10 seconds every minute.
I'm going to take the agitation rod and agitate for the first 30 seconds. And then after that, I'm gonna agitate for 10 seconds every minute and just do that until I'm finished. Okay, time to pour it out. So now I'm gonna fill this up and dump it out 10 times for the final wash.
And after the final rinse, we're going to put in a little photo flow. And what this does is once the film dries, it won't have any bubbles or water spots or streaks. Put in a couple drops.
And then I'm just gonna bring this up and down for like 30 seconds. We're gonna take some Kim wipes here because they're super gentle on the negatives and just wipe down the negatives so that takes off any excess water or suds from the photo flow, and it'll help it dry much more evenly and quicker. And I will insert some clips from this shoot now. before we go shooting. This is live footage of Jake stealing my shot. The interesting part of shooting sometimes is figuring out how we're gonna make one subject look different if we both want to shoot it. Jake is loading the film right now, a very lengthy and difficult process.
I'm loading two 120 rolls and one 35 millimeter. I think I'm just gonna rip this thing off. It seems better.
Don't rip. Oh my god. I said don't rip it.
35 is on there. I gotta put it in the tank. That'll be the two 120 rolls and we'll be on our way once that shit heats up, which might take another hour.
So our chems have just made it to 102 degrees and we are ready to develop the first roll.
I'm gonna fill this up to 550 milliliters, because that's what this tank requires for 120. So this tank we have 120, this tank we have 135 millimeter and one 120 in there as well. Both my rolls are in here and Shayna's roll is in here, and we're gonna do this one first.
So the way the agitation works on this is that you have to do continuous agitation for the first 10 seconds of your 3.5 minutes developing time. And then 4 lifts or 4 inversion cycles, which we're using a little agitator thing. So 4 turns every 30 seconds, which is kind of weird, but it's you literally just turn it 4 times every 30 seconds and that's it. Jake's putting the tank back into the water to keep it warm as we're developing it. Next step is our Blix.
It just goes straight from developer to Blix. So we just rinse this and we rinse this so the chemicals don't really contaminate, but it's just, there's no wash in between it. So you just go straight from that to this. And same thing, 550. That's good. And it's okay to go a little over, but just make sure you're not under. That's the main thing. And when you're doing the Blix, the agitation is the same. So first for the first 10 seconds. Then every 30 seconds, 4 inversion cycles.
All of these chemicals are reusable up to, I think, about 16 rolls of film.
Alright, so we're gonna fill and empty this 7 times. So really all you need to do is just get high enough so that it passes the film, so you get a good wash, because this is a very toxic chemical.
We are washing this with warm water because it can be washed with any water temperature between 75 and 105 degrees. So anywhere in there you're fine, but it has to be somewhat warm. Okay, so our second to last step is the stabilizer, which is the final rinse. Basically, this just stabilizes the film, sets everything, and we only need to agitate this for 15 seconds since it's only going to be in here for about a minute.
Now we're going to do photo flow. So like in the black and white, you just fill it up.
Just over the
film. And then a couple drops.
Just for like 30 seconds or so. This is the moment of truth. And it worked. Now I will get the Kim wipes to wipe down the film like we did with the black and white.